Ice World. Sure I want to change my spells this time. Because I basically have ice spells and then the firestorm, which I can't throw anyway. So not sure we have a good selection for the offensive magic here. But we don't really need to. Not sure I want to use the volcano staff. It'll use up more inventory space if I do, but I suppose we should give it a shot. Otherwise it's sort of a waste.
Hey! The portal.
What the fuck is this? Okay. Certainly snow or ice world, but not exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting a more elemental one after the volcano level. That just seems like a snowy landscape with people and structures.
Ice. Everywhere is ice.
Ice. I have to be careful with this. Ooh. Tar crystals. We had a recipe that uses tar crystals, I'm pretty sure. We had one of the the acid sacks. This means we can open up every lock in the city after this. Regardless of what our level is at that point. How many do I need? I need 16.
Use the journal.
Still need only 2. Getting more. A lot more. Where? Ooh, I had the auto pickup. It auto picks up from the tar pit. That's interesting. I'll throw away everything extra. I'll just keep the acid sack. Did we all? No. We not have acid sacks. I had one, but I accidentally used it.
Lazy.
Below me. At least there's more light here, and there's no annoying environmental noise. The fuck is that?
We fight soon.
Not very strong. Iceworm. Similar in nature to the trapdoor spider, these eyeless worms live in small pockets beneath the ice of the frozen wastes. They conceal the entrance to their lairs behind commonly occurring outcroppings of ice and rock. Their ability to strike quickly and to retreat into the ground when threatened makes them formidable foes. Iceworms are almost totally immune to any form of cold damage. Their hard, ribbed exoskeleton affords them significant resistance to most forms of physical attacks. Strikes which pierce directly through their hard exterior are most effective. Didn't retreat though. Doesn't have any loot either. Right, wasn't particularly dangerous. Might want to try melee against one just to see the difference. Okay, so the entire point of this is to just get back up if you accidentally fall down. At least that's how it seems to me. Like this. Right, that sort of looks like there's right. There's probably a lot of openings there. Not sure why I felt the need to jump down because of it. Also, the music was short-lived. Felt more like a jungle drum music than a frozen waste music, but whatever. Oh, we have probably those tigers we see in the cutscenes. Hooded tigers. Ice worms. Half-naked women. Because that's how you dress in the frozen wastes. I suppose they could be non-human. There's a weapon there, I think. Short sword. Yeah, I'm not interested. And there are cow udders. Ice shards. Ice seeds. Ice shard. Possessing strange properties brought back from the frozen wastes, these icicles, when combined with other ingredients, can be a powerful catalyst. These shards do not appear to have any special properties. Ice seed. Throw or place on the ground to use. Small sphere of extreme cold ice. Might as well test. There seems to be plenty of them here. So it's sort of like the cubes, except with ice instead of earth. Also, they do damage. When striking or being placed on the ground, this item expands to create a small cluster of ice walls. These walls can be destroyed. Yeah, no shit. Can't use an ice shard, and I have no use for it now, so I'm not hoarding them. There is a spiked iron shield. I think a sword. Short sword, but not particularly impressive. More cow udders. There doesn't look to be that many passages you can really take. It looks more complicated than it actually is. Might be something up there. Path seems to go on, but there's a slight chance of getting to the higher elevation, maybe? Maybe if we use the cow udders. Yes, no? it's worth a shot. Don't actually see anything there, but it's tantalizingly close. I can't help think that maybe there is a way to get there. I'd like to at least see the level. Right, I'm not sure how I would do it though. This is the highest I can go. I could do it with the cheat way of piling up items, but I sort of don't care enough to do that. It's a troublesome way to do things. And I really have no clear indication that there's anything there anyway. What the hell is he spitting at me?
Oh, yeah?
Well, he doesn't hit, so it doesn't really matter. Right, fire doesn't seem to do anything special, but this is also clearly an attackable target. Are all of these attackable targets? No. Just that. What's so special about it? To another weapon temporarily. Holy shit. I was not expecting this. I'm glad it was something worthwhile. Not really useful to us, but at least it was something. Minor thing that you notice and try, and the game rewards you for it. Sort of. With cow udders. I was more or less expecting ice that I could melt, but there doesn't appear to be such places here. I think there was at least one artifact in Lands of Lore 2 that you could get by simply melting or damaging an ice, and you have something like a fraction of a second to pick it up when it gets released from the ice before it sinks into water. You again.
Oh, nothing in there to steal.
Oh, if it isn't Mr. Goatherd. What could you be doing here? I hope it's not looking for easy women. There's none here, I know. I gave it a chance, but there's nothing here.
Thanks for your advice. What are you doing here, inside the portal?
Well, somebody has to look out for the welfare of Gladstone, and who better than I?
Oh, so you're here for patriotic reasons.
Of course! That, and also I heard from a friend of mine in the Iron Ring that there were a bunch of lonely women up here who were anxious to make my acquaintance.
You heard they were looking to specifically meet you?
Can you blame them? After all, I am Rix of Turkwall, Slayer of Belial.
So, how'd it go when you met these women?
Must have been a mix-up. The only women I met here seemed angry and wanted to fight.
Ah, you know women.
Boy, do I! If there's one thing Rix of Turkwall knows, it's women! Quite frankly, they usually find me irresistible, you know?
Why are you here though? It looks like there's there are paths going anywhere else. I was expecting less fluid water, more frozen water. It's a slightly darker cave. That's green poop. I think it's green. The light might be altering its color a little bit. Tiger poop?
You think you're pretty tough, don't you?
I definitely see a new enemy. I don't see a new enemy. Slightly worried. Has to be a tiger. Holy shit, they take like 300 points of damage from a single shot of this staff. Getting something from them. Tiger meat. Well, I'm hungry, so let's test it. Saber-toothed Cerberus Tigers. These prehistoric two-headed cats can easily snap the spine of a man between either of their jaws. Released from the deep ice of northern Galan over a century ago, they have traveled across the lands, making their home in the frozen wastes and the claw mountains of the southern continent. Their thick fur and fatty hide makes these striped behemoths resistant to the effects of freezing and cold-based attacks. This thick protection also halves the damage they take from physical piercing, impact, and bare-handed strikes. They fear fire due to the large amount of damage it can inflict on their heat-sensitive bodies. Tiger meat. A fine meal for a warrior, these steaks are always in demand at the Iron Ring. One has access to their guild shops, they will fetch a decent price. Otherwise there's always the pawn shop. This meat is tasty and does a fine job of satisfying hunger. So it's meat.
You little creep!
A club. I think I'm gonna try to pick it up. Clubs are, well, they do blunt damage, but they're terrible. If not the worst, they're the second worst weapon in the game. Also, these guys don't seem to do any damage to me, which is sort of weird. At least not enough for me to notice. Plate mail breastplate, I think I have that. Hound's heart. When crushed, this heart will create a small localized portal that will release a scattering of various items from the ether. It can also be blended with other items. Although capable of filling an empty stomach, these rare organs are far more valuable if used properly or sold. I think this was a combination item too. Yeah, it can use things like mimic stones. So very valuable. I think I have this armor. Battle axe seems like a standard weapon. 206. 206. I might as well hold on to this, but I don't think I will really use it. I don't see how a regular battle axe could be in any way useful. That's something I can buy from a shop. And it's like 700-800 maybe. So it's totally obsolete as a weapon. Or tar. Tar could be used to create pyropods. That will turn electrical spells to fire spells. That might not be a horribly bad idea. No, it's not that one. How do you do it though? It's definitely tar crystals and something else. Don't have the recipe, do I? No. It's definitely in Lands of Lore 2. Has to be here. It's I don't recall it. I basically would need a pyro pod to get the recipe, but tar crystals are a key component. It's something else too. It's not super rare or anything.
Why don't you just go ahead and kill yourself? It would save me a lot of time, and I'm in sort of a hurry.
Well, we do have the staff, but I don't think this necessarily strictly counts as fire outside of combat, so not sure if this is good enough. We do have 2 fire crystals, so we're not totally out of fire magic. Just have to see. Okay, I've definitely been here before. Right. Where do I need to go? This is all just a gigantic loop. There has to be a thing else. There's 2 locations that look a little bit different. Be one of them. No, I don't think so. Oh, there's a... okay. Now I see. We were there long ago. So coming to this place was totally unnecessary. We'll fight all the tigers and all that. Right. Minor passage here.
Time for me to dole out some justice.
That's not a creature. Something else.
Ah, Copper. Welcome to the frozen wastes. You're here for the women, no doubt.
Women?
Aye, laddie. A dimension full of the finest lassies your young eyes hae ever seen.
You've been here before?
Aye, lad. This place has long been known to the Iron Ring. Mind you, we've always come here through the White Tower. You know the place of which I speak, lad. Near Yvel. The tower itself sits between dimensions. With the portal now, many a man will want to use this new route.
Ah. The Draracle said there'd be leaks or corruption or something if we don't close the portal.
Close away then, lad. But beware the women. And above all, do not trust them. Offer help from your heart, laddie, and only your heart. Do not accept any favors in return. The lassie's gratitude comes dear. And if you do have to fight, catch them relaxed and unawares. You might even want to pretend friendship to lull them a bit.
Thanks for the advice.
I'm off to help Richard. He's called for the army to assemble. Come join if you can.
Sure. If I get this portal thing figured out, I'll be there.
Nice vest, isn't it? My mother made this for me.
Ooh, I can actually pick his pocket.
I'd have thought there was something in that pocket. I'd have thought there was something
I did get something. A rank in thief.
in that pocket.
Did I actually get something? Maybe? Although I can't see what. So, help the women with your heart, and that's it. Nothing else. Do not accept any kind of favors from them. Where exactly is this going? Seems to be the only path forward. Is there anything here? There doesn't appear to be any harm in actually going into the water. Right, and there's nothing here. This is starting to look very similar to the volcano plane. It's basically a gauntlet. There's no real options to anything. There doesn't appear to be anyone to talk to, no quests. Just a gauntlet. I was sort of hoping for more when I saw the women bathing. Like an interaction with other people. Oops. Anything down here? See anything? I probably could go up there. Healing scroll and a couple of flash pots. So you're meant to drop the ice sheets down. Because I had the staff, I didn't really have to work for it all that hard. Right, so they're platforms you jump on. Oh, bugger. It's ice, you can't move normally on them. So what next? Worm that isn't gonna hit you.
Oh, yeah?
Spittle.
A lot of ice items. I don't really see the point, especially because here they're totally worthless. Maybe you can manufacture something useful out of them. Or naturally, I suppose you could come here before the volcano place, so naturally the ice items would have been more useful in there. I suppose it's more or less just a choice. Which one do you want to have in easy mode? Although I'm not sure how ice walls would really help you in any significant way. Horrible torch, if nothing else. Light source. So that's sort of nice. Doesn't appear to be anything there. Not seeing anything in the map either. The gauntlet structure of the world is just sort of depressing. It's there aren't really any real challenges environmentally, and the fighting is shit. It's too easy and simplistic to get any real enjoyment out of, so this gauntlet type of structure doesn't really go that much.
Don't mess with
Nice. We fight soon.
Fighter level 9. At least we are getting level ups from simply doing this stuff. I guess these are somewhat dangerous opponents.
Oh,
Victory
so
is
that's
ours.
Ours.
I wonder what they taste like.
taste steel.
Spittle.
I've done massively more damage with this weapon on myself than any of the enemies have. Than the enemies combined. I think it's the regeneration ring that's the real difference maker. I am taking damage occasionally, but by the time I look at the health bar, the minor damage I've taken has already been recovered, so
Something weird here.
Chickens inside. Tasty chickens.
looks a little bit too deep. Your character isn't really gonna survive all that much. I think there's a limit over which if you drop you'll die instantly no matter what. So it doesn't matter how much health or protections or anything you have. If it's too deep you'll just die.
Boy, now I wish I had packed a lunch.
I wish to have some tiger meat. More tiger meat. No pig meat. At least the tiger meat might have some value, although I doubt it. Dragon meat didn't have particularly all that much, and you can stack it on with what, 3 in a stack. Tiger meat at least goes in stacks of 10. The fuck is that? Dark. Yeah, this picture isn't helping all that much. Looks like he has like 2 eyes, maybe a mouth, wings. These are the infamous fire chickens of the White Tower, rumored to be the twisted creations of the necromancer who previously resided within its walls. These flying abominations have been known to lay warriors low with their own laughter for roasting them alive. If caught and properly cooked, shark meat can be quite a delicacy.
Greetings, warrior. Where is your friend?
My friend? I'm here by myself, looking for a small piece of a broken mirror.
Your friend, you know, the tall, handsome warrior with a very large hammer. He was here not long ago.
You must mean Morrison. He is tall, isn't he?
Is he coming back here? He was to do us a favor.
He didn't say anything about it to me, and he looked to me as if he was leaving this dimension and returning to Gladstone.
Damn. Well, how about you?
How about me what?
We have had a recent disaster and we need help to restore our home.
Yeah, doesn't everybody?
Oh, don't tell me a young man of your age is already so jaded that he can cavalierly dismiss an earnest request for assistance.
Okay. What favor do you need?
It's the Starks, the fire chickens. They're beyond our control now. We use the Starks for food and can usually keep them under control in their pens. But when the earthquake came, all the barrier walls were crumbled, and the Starks infest the whole tower now. They breed quite rapidly in the open spaces. Because of our delicate condition, we cannot withstand their awful, fiery attacks. We need a warrior like yourself to subdue them and destroy all the uncontrolled nests.
That is about the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Except for my particular story, of course.
Then you'll do this favor for us, you big, strong man.
So, where are these renegade chickens?
They infest the whole tower if you do not destroy all their nests. We poor souls who live here are lost.
Okay. I'm always a sucker for lost souls.
If you do this for us, our gratitude will be boundless. Surely a young man like yourself would enjoy the gratitude of a whole tribe of beautiful women, wouldn't he?
I'll see what I can do.
So I guess this was the thing I was warned about. Oh yeah, her pocket.
I'd have thought there was something in that pocket.
Right, Jacinda. The queen of the mighty barbarian women that inhabit the White Tower. Jacinda has gained her position through prowess in battle and dedication to the arts of war. Her predecessor, Jaina, died during the Nethermass conflict that swept through the land several years ago. So, potential boss fight of the area? I don't think she's gonna give us the luxury of attacking her from a distance. Maybe we should switch to the sword here. Also, we should switch to it because this has an area of effect attack damage. I'm not sure it'll be all that effective against fire chickens anyway, but we need an alternative way to fight. Help these women kill the strange birds. Fair enough. Fair enough, I think I'll leave things here. Looks like, well, I'm hoping beyond hope that this is something beyond just going around and killing people randomly. So hopefully there's something to be gained here, or something else to do besides just straightforward fighting.